Hey, welcome back. Today, we'll be continuing and finishing the Dislyte character design tier list. So last time, we ended on Jongnan, so this is going to be another long one. So get ready, and we'll get right into it. I think Ashley's design is really cool. I think, unlike some of the other monotone colored characters, there's enough variation in the shading. I think she slayed. I think Odette looks like basically just a normal person, at least in terms of her outfit. I think she could have been better, but I'm also not mad about it, so she's okay. Abigail's fashion I really like, and I think the green and the pink balance each other really well. Yes. I think Ife is really cute. I like the giant snake hoodie and also the oversized shoes. She deserves to be in yes. Next is Brewster. He's actually not wearing pants, so I don't know. I think it's weird that he's not wearing pants. Could be better. Everett, I like his cape and his hood. He's yes to me. Daylon is not an Esper that I've spent a lot of time looking at. I'm not mad about it. I kind of like it. I think it's okay. The Fatim sisters is actually a trio, so there's 3 characters, but since they're basically dressed the same way, I like the sun, moon, stars theming that they have, so slayed. Next is Yunchan. I'm a fan of this design, and especially his dog. I'll put him in yes. I think she looks pretty cool. I'm a big fan of the silhouette, but the design is not my favorite. But she's still yes. Nushi, even though her color scheme feels fairly monochromatic, I think because it's white and gold, I think it works really well for her. I think she slayed. Daniel, I think is pretty cool. I think it's nothing special though. I'll put him in yes. Next is Parmi. She's a very cute looking character. I like the black, white, and gold, and the hood and the belted glowy jacket. Yes. Embla is one of my favorites in this game as well. She slayed. Next is Jinhee. She's the only Korean Esper in the game. She's just a baseball player. I think she could be so much better. Okay, next is Koharu. My biggest problem with her design is that her face looks so similar to Jinhee's, and these 2 characters came out around the same time. Could be better. Ethan looks really cool in my opinion. I'll put him at yes. He's not one of my favorites, but I do like it. Uday is another yes for me. Next is Camille. I think she's another yes. I like that they gave her big wolf paws. Next is Elaine, and while I do really like her design, and I think she slayed, I think they could have given her a lot more stronger knight imagery. Next is Leora, and I do like the cape and the shields. I think they could have given her something more. Then it's Ayn. I think she's cute. I'll put her at yes as well. Yuhime is one of my other favorites. I think the majority red with the ghost hands and that little hint of green is really fun. Unique. She slayed. Mateo. I think he looks a lot cooler in his 2D art than his 3D art, but I do like his design. He goes in yes. Next is Ginny. I like her design. I think green and pink is a good color combination, so she'll go in yes. For me, Javid's top and bottom half get 2 different rankings. I think from the top, the jewelry, the jacket, and the cape work really well, but I noticed he's wearing basically very washed out jeans. He gets demoted to okay. Next is Aloline. He gets a yes. I really like Valeria's design as well, especially her braid that ends in a little snake. She slays. Leanne has a very pretty design to me. She's giving mermaid without actually being a mermaid. I think she's actually based on a dragon. Adrena is a very fun design as well. I like her giant trumpet. For Hilda, I think I like her design, but the blue and green I think are too close together on the color wheel, and there's not enough contrast. And Nora I think has a really pretty design. I think the the mostly blue with the rainbow colors work really well. Emma is a really cute design for me. I think she goes in yes. Farah also has a really unique design, and I think especially it does a lot of storytelling. Archibald, I think his hat is really funny. It's got a face on it. Anna is another white monochrome design character, but I think that was the intention for her design, so I'm a little less against it than some of the other ones. Next is May. I think it's definitely unique and cool looking, but it's definitely not my favorite. It's okay. Jinchu looks really cool to me. There's enough color in the jacket and the tie to balance the black and white. Liam's another cool looking one. I think he matches well with his sister Valeria, but also looks really cool. Sachiko is another victim of the white monochrome, and although I think it's better than some of the other ones, I think it still could be improved on. I think Haley is also really cool. She's got a lot of metal bits, but also metallic looking material. Next is Function, who is my favorite Esper to play with in the game. Honestly, I think without his dragon, I don't think his design would be as strong as it is now. I'm still putting him in Slade because I can't not. Next is Yelena. She'll get okay. Suja is next, and she's one of the designs I really like as well. Euron is another one that's really good at first glance for me, but I'm biased. I don't like sandals. Yushu also looks really cool. I just don't really like the colors or the pattern on her skirt. I really like Fumitsuki's design. While there's a lot of colors in her design, I think it's used consistently, so it doesn't feel overwhelming. Fushi is an interesting character to me. I like his outfit design, but I'm not too sure how to feel about his face. He's one of the characters, the only characters that we see his human form first. So I think I probably was just used to seeing him as a human. Chuyao is a character and design that I wasn't crazy about at the beginning, but I think after seeing it often enough, I've grown to like it a lot. Sakura is another really cool design to me. I really love the hand being a giant tree trunk and the big hat. She's Slade. I really like Momo's design, but I feel like, again, the colors are a bit unbalanced. Fatima is really cool. I like her hair curlies that look like more dangerous sharp objects. Amir is also pretty good. I like that he has horns, but the horns aren't attached to his head. And Sloane's design is very top heavy. There's a lot going on at the top and not much going on at the bottom. And I don't know, I would like to see it a bit more balanced. Now, I really don't like Elif's character, but I think her design is very good. This is Lu Shang, and I like most of the design. I just feel like his cape, the inside part is yellow, and I don't really feel like that belongs in this design. Next is Yujing, and again, I really like the big shoe design. Her overall silhouette is also really nice. Okay, Bitao. Another one where I have split opinions. I like the top half of his design, but he has spikes on his pants. And then on the other side, he has holes in his pants. I think I'm just a hater. Okay, next. Mingxiu. He is the newest Esper in my roster. I like his hair feathers. I don't know. I think I need time for it to grow on me. He'll go in okay for now. Everybody left here that I haven't ranked are espers that I don't have yet. So I've not really played much with these characters, and I'm not as familiar with them. For Lewis, I think if he didn't have the blue leggings, I think the character would rank higher for me. I think he's just okay. Next is Raven. I've been wanting to get this character for so long, and I still haven't been able to get her. So I'm very mad, but I think she slayed. Next is Narmer. I think he's also very well designed. I like the cape being able to spread out into wings. I think that looks really cool. Then we have Cecilia. I think her design is also really unique, especially obviously the hair. Then we have Zhang Julie. I don't hate it, but I think there's too much going on in this design. There's a lot of different patterns, not patterns, but textures and lines. I do think he looks cool. Next is Zora. I can't really say why, but I'm not that big of a fan of this design either. Now Elliot. It's not a bad design overall, but I do feel like it's a bit plain for a legendary 5-star Esper. But I do like it. For Kanji, I think it's a very similar criticism. I don't think his design is plain, but there's nothing that particularly stands out to me about his design. Yamato is one that I do like, but again, I feel like it's kind of busy looking. Schwanpin, I think, looks good. I don't really have much to say, though. Tolan looks very scary to me when I first saw him, but I do think that works really well for his character. I think it looks it's good design. Mavis is a very cute character. I think she's pretty good. Iki, also good. Wuyu, slayed. She has knife heels. Petros actually, I think, is a very unique take on a Minotaur character, using these sort of like stone pillars sort of materials as the horns and also like part of the armor. That's cool. Maruyama has a pretty cool color scheme. I like the glowing snakes. I'll put him in yes. Wenlock, I'm not a big fan of. I know people really like this character when he came out, but I think he's okay. And Osana looks really cool, but I think compared to some of the other ones, she could use a little more. And I also feel very similarly about Zihei, so she'll go there. So with that, this is the final ranking of all the espers in Dislyte based on my opinions on their character design. And let me know if you want to see me rank the skins on a tier list next, because I have my opinions on those as well. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Kaylinverse to see my art. I've also got an in-print store, so check that out if you're looking for art prints and the likes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.